Up guys, so today what we're gonna be taking on is engine motor mounts for a 2001 BMW 540i 6-speed. So I'll be guiding you, the basics of it. It's a really long extension. You can just build it up from different shorter extensions just to make a long one. The reason I say that is because the motor mounts on this car are all the way down there. So what you're gonna have to do is basically try to reach in there from the top of the engine in. Change your motor mounts when your engine shakes a little bit more than usual. It starts vibrating more. Or like you accelerate, which in my case I accelerate and like my whole engine literally lifts and it hits the fan. The fan start hitting the insulation, and it actually ripped a hole on my hose right here. The engine just shakes. The car on jack stands safely. It's not gonna land on the top of you or anything. That would suck. That would be a bad day. I like to put cardboard on my stand, just because I don't have the actual. There's like a pad, like a plastic pad, I guess, that goes on the jack or something like that for BMW. So I just use some cardboard just so you won't damage your paint or anything like that. So once it's up, like I said, you're gonna need a 16 millimeter with a lot of extensions to reach all the way down there. And now you're going to want to do the same thing to the other side. Alright, so underneath, you're going to see the motor mount and these two bolts here. Those two bolts need to come out. But we need to lift up the engine with the jack. Just place like a piece of wood here. Lift up the engine in order to clear. These, it will slide out. Put the new one in. Pretty straightforward again. Nothing too difficult. You just need to have the right equipment. Lifting the motor. Put a piece of 2x4. Say roughly about 1.5 feet long. It doesn't really matter as long as it clears the oil pan. Jack the motor up. It came straight off of the motor mount. Not too hard. Just basically needed a jack, a 2x4, 13 millimeters, and a 17 millimeter with a lot of extensions. How to put it in. As you can see, right there, goes up into that hole. Pretty straightforward. It's super easy. The driver's side, I was actually pretty shocked. This is the new one, of course. This is the old one, and this is just a neighborhood cat. He comes and kicks it with me when I'm working on my car. I don't even know that cat like that. All in my space. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Yeah. This is how tore up it was. I was actually not expecting it to be this bad, but it's pretty damn bad. I would feel a vibration on my car would just vibrate, and it just started getting worse and worse. And every time I would floor it, like I would hear like a thump on my by where my firewall is. I guess it was just the transmission, the front of the transmission hitting the firewall. But yeah, that's pretty bad. Always keep the tool you just had within reach, because you are going to lose it and not find it. And it'll be really annoying and you'll get really frustrated, like I am getting right now, because I just lost my ratchet. Luckily I have a lot of ratchets and a lot of tools, thankfully. So that completes my do-it-yourself tutorial. I actually found my ratchet. So here it is. It was inside of this tube here for some reason. I don't know why it got in there, how it got in there, but it was in there. Anyways, that was pretty much it. It took me about, well, without the whole ratchet thing, it would have taken me like half an hour or so. It's not very work intensive. Pretty straightforward.